Good morning. Hello, everybody. It's Catherine from Nurse Love 101, and I'm going to give you guys a health update on what is going on with me. And I'm going to try and make this video pretty fast. I did do this video before, and I didn't like it because basically I was just rambling. Okay, so first of all, I went to my ultrasound to get an ultrasound to see if I have fibroids because of the heavy menstrual cycle bleeding. I'm getting ready for work. I just got back from the gym and walking the dogs. Long story short, ultrasound's fine. It was a vaginal ultrasound, which thank God it was a woman. And I know as healthcare providers, we can't be like super picky about that stuff, like, because sometimes it might be a man with a chaperone, right? We don't really know, but I was very happy it was a woman, and it wasn't that bad of a procedure. You know, being a nurse, looking in from the patient side, to me, it wasn't that bad. But my ovaries are a little small, but nothing, no cyst, no fibroids were shown. And that's, she said, one of the most accurate things you could do, because if you were just going to do a pelvic ultrasound, it would be basically like you're just trying to look into a house and not actually be in the house and see what is going on, and then explaining what the house looked like from the inside. So I went ahead and did the vaginal ultrasound. That was normal. So I'm feeling like all of my symptoms of the heavy bleeding, the irregular menstrual cycle, are probably all like hormonal related. So I'm hoping that I started taking this hormonal type vitamin. I will share it with you guys in a different video after I've taken it for at least a month, because I don't want to give you guys like a review until I fully have taken it. It looks pretty safe. It has some good reviews, and it's not hormones, it's just vitamins, and there's no medication in it. Then the following week, I went to the cardiologist in San Francisco. That's always like a big production. I did an echocardiogram, and I also did a visit with my doctor. And you have to remember, I have a transposition of the great vessels. So I still have transposition. My right ventricle still does the work of my left, pumping to the whole body. My left still does the work of my right, pumping to the lungs. So for any nursing students or nurses out there, what was shown on my echo was stable. It's never really bad versus good, right? My heart's never going to change its ways completely. All I could do is, you know, try to eat healthier and have a low salt diet and a fluid restriction, and exercise and do cardiac work, right? Cardio. So what happened with my echo is my ejection fraction has gone down. So it used to be in the 80s on both sides, and now it's in the 50s. So they do see some slight fluid around the vessel, around the ventricle, I believe mostly around the right. But nothing significant. There was talk about Lasix, about putting me on a Lasix regimen. I haven't noticed that much swelling. Sometimes I'll get swelling in my hands, but not around my feet, and not around like my legs or anything like that. But sometimes I do notice a little bit of swelling in the hands, especially if I eat foods. But they want me to lose weight. Like, I want to lose weight too. You know, they want me to lose weight. That's something I want to do too. And they want me to stay in a 1,400 calorie meal plan for the day. I'm like, fuck. I don't know. I mean, I will try my best, but 1,400 is not that much. But, you know, I will try. So I will really try. And then also low salt and 1.5 fluid liter restriction. I try not to get into the why me. You know, it just happens. What am I going to say? I'm very lucky. My kids are healthy. I'm healthy for the most part. I'm not in and out of the hospital. I'm living a healthy life. I plan on living until I'm 95. I feel like 95 is a good number. I plan on staying alive till I'm 95. And, you know, having grandchildren, enjoying time with my grandchildren, and enjoying time with my family until my next rodeo. But I definitely plan on it being a very long lifespan. And I think the universe plans on it too. I feel like I am going to be around for a very long time. And like my doctor said, I have one of the best hearts she's ever seen with transpositions. So it's kind of a compliment, I guess, right? You know, besides your heart being totally fucking backwards, it looks good. Okay. So luckily, you know, with modern medicine, there's stuff they can do. There was talk about a pacemaker, but that would be like last resort, because anything that has to do with my heart comes with risk and benefits. And right now, you know, my heart rate dips down to the 30s. During rest, it's not like your heart's going to just dip down and stop, okay? Because that's why I asked, like, what if it gets so low, it just stops? And she's like, it doesn't do that. As long as my heart can continue to rise with exercise, my heart rate, that's fine. They didn't see any arrhythmias. Really, I've been taking my beta blocker, my metoprolol, and my losartan pretty consistently. So there was no arrhythmias found, so that's good. But the ejection fraction and the overload of the heart does kind of show why I have a harder time with cardio versus weightlifting. But, you know, they do want me to do some cardio a day, at least, you know, 35 to 40 minutes, which I feel like my gym does provide me, because my heart rate is going up and down. They said 120 to 130 is a good heart rate for me when I'm working out. You know, if it goes higher, that's great, but I don't need to be aiming for a fast heart rate, truly like a 220 or anything like that, because with me, it's a little different. So I don't, and I do monitor my heart rate at the gym with my Apple Watch, so that's good. Let me see what else. You know, and just being mindful of my diet. But I want to share something with you guys. I went to San Diego. So after my cardiology appointment, go figure, I kind of got into this rut of feeling a little bit down on myself, feeling a little bit, you know, just not feeling 100, I guess you could say, or motivated, and enjoying life a little bit too much, and enjoying the fruits of my labor, which include, you know, foods. I never grew up in a family where we did home meals. I can't even remember some of the home meals that, I mean, my mom made chicken soup and spaghetti, and she worked a lot, and sometimes my dad would cook and make soups, Mexican food, but most of the time he brought me home stuff. Okay. So I never grew up with a family that, had a mealtime. In fact, I remember my friend, I had one friend who her family would eat dinner every night at 6. And then I had another friend who his family was actually Italian, full-blooded. And these were both kids in my neighborhood. And I remember his family used to eat dinner at 4 every night. And for me, it was kind of very like, wow, you know, because usually I was home by myself. I was a latchkey kid, so the only meals that were going on at my house was macaroni and cheese with some hot dogs in it. Some tortillas with some hot dogs in it. It was very low nutritional value. I didn't understand, you know, these kids who had their parents who were home all the time. That wasn't my family. My family had to work a lot. My mom had to work a lot, and she worked the 3 to 12 shift a lot, or the 9 to 12 shift a lot. So it is what it is, right? So I have to learn these foods and stuff, which I did do as a young mom for my kids, you know, what to cook that was healthy, how to balance work-life balance, cooking, and all that stuff. Because to me, I feel like cooking for your family is a top priority. That's just me. You know, whatever you guys believe is what you guys believe. But for me, home cooked meals, I think, are more valuable than having lots of money, even though home cooked meals are very expensive sometimes. But, you know, organic foods are very expensive at time. And I'll be honest, if you can't afford organic, don't buy it. Buy the regular stuff and just clean it as much as you can. Because it's better than eating fucking Fritos or something like that. So, and getting fruits and vegetables in is the most important. I feel like nurses have horrible eating habits. And as nurses, we should really learn to have better eating habits. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with, we never really got a nutrition class. I feel like, and nutrition wasn't like the top priority in nursing school. I also left my lunchbox at work, which kind of sucks. Okay. So I feel like as nurses, we do have to kind of look and learn some of these nutrition things, you know, and find foods that are healthier, not only for us, but definitely for our patients, and our families. But yeah, I really hope that nurses, you know, do see that we can prepare meals and cook meals that are good, they taste good, and they also bring more nutritional value versus just always like getting fast food. I know it's hard. There's definitely days that I want to go to Starbucks and just get something quick, right? Or McDonald's or whatever. But, you know, we have to be more consistent in our healthy eating habits because it promotes good health, not only to our families, but also to our coworkers and to ourselves. Health is wealth, in all honesty. That is the one thing that should be our top priority. And also our priority to teach our patients that health is literally wealth. Our body is our temple, mind, body, soul, all of it. Also, I went to San Diego. I had an amazing time for 2 days, but after that week, I was definitely kind of like a little depressed. And then I kind of fell off. So I'm kind of starting all over again, but that's okay. We have to remain optimistic, and it's about the consistency. We're all going to have obstacles. I feel blessed that at least I know what my obstacles are when it comes to healthy eating and fitness and stuff like that, where some people don't even know where their obstacles are and they are starting all over. So in our journeys, we're going to have to start all over sometimes, and that's okay. It happens. We're human. That's the part of life, right? But I did vlog that event going to San Diego. But my drinking has gone down way, a lot. So I feel thankful about that I've been consistent with this. And I better go because I don't want to be late for work again. So have an amazing day, everybody. Check out my Chakras and Cuss Words podcast on my trip to San Diego. And also I just released some new videos on cooking, how to cook ribs baked to broil. Super easy. If you ever thought about cooking ribs outside of the grill, follow that video. And that's on the Nurse Love 101 channel. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And everybody have an amazing day. Bye.